What is the difference between passive income and active income? Let's deal with active income first. Active income is the income which you are actually working for. So if you are in a paid employment, that is active income. Even if you are working for yourself and you need to go out and do the work by yourself, that is active income. So if you have a shop and you need to go and sit in your shop, or maybe you are into a service business and you need to go out and render the service, even though you're working for yourself, it is still active income. Mostly people that are in a salary job, they are in active income. And if you are working for yourself and you need to show up every time, then that is active income. Now let's talk about passive income, which is my favorite. Passive income means you don't have to do the work. All you need to do is just invest in other people's business and the money will come to you. Or maybe you provide the service once and then you can be paid again and again and again for that service without you having to do it all over again. So let me give you an example or a couple of examples. Investing in stocks and share is an example of how to earn passive income. Investing in real estate is also an example of how to earn passive income. And real estate falls into two categories. You can invest into real estate investment trusts, which means you buy the stocks of a company that is into real estate investment, and you will get dividend from that company. But alternatively, you can actually build a house and rent it out to people, and you collect rent. And the beauty of going into real estate, if you build the property or maybe you buy the property and let it out, the beauty is that while you are collecting rent, the value of that property is also going up at the same time. So we've talked about two ways to earn passive income. One, you can provide the service one time, and then you can be paid for it over and over and over again. So for example, if you are an actor and you produce a film, you only produce the film once, and then people will go and watch the film and they will pay you. Whether they watch it today or tomorrow or next year, whenever people go out to watch your film, you get paid. And like I also mentioned earlier on, if you invest into stocks and shares, then every time the company declares dividend, you get paid. And also the value of your shares is going up. So the best way to prepare for your future, especially if you are in your 50s, the best way to prepare for your future is to invest into assets that will be able to yield passive income for you. Even if you intend to do some work when you retire, there are so many things you can do when you retire, but even if you intend to do some light work when you're retired, make sure you have a good source of passive income. And a lot of people, their concept of retirement is a bit mixed up. Some people think if you are retired, then that means you're not going to be doing any work. You don't have anything to do. You can just sit at home 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It doesn't necessarily have to be like that. But the most important thing I always tell people is put yourself in a situation where when you are retired, you will only work if you choose to work, not because you have to work. If you don't have passive income that can sustain you, that means you still have to go and look for work to make up for the shortfall. But if you have enough passive income coming through for you every month, then you don't have to work. That means you can spend your time on leisure things, but you can also work without being paid. You can do free service. Maybe with motherless babies home, you can go and visit elderly people in the care home. You can do charity work without paying and without getting paid. You can volunteer your time with the ambulance service. You can volunteer your time in the health sector. You can volunteer your time in so many ways. So the most important thing is make sure you are investing into assets that can give you or earn you passive income. And you need to start doing that now. The earlier you start doing it, the better. If you are in your 20s or 30s now, then that is even more beautiful because you have more time to do this investment. But if you are in your 50s, then time is running out. The earlier you start putting money into assets that can give you passive income, the better for you. For example, even if maybe you decide you're going into farming in your retirement, or maybe you have some other business you want to do in your retirement, it's still a business. It will require your time. It will require your physical presence. And you don't even know how that business will do when you don't know how that business will turn out, whether it's going to be good, whether it's going to earn you the income you desired, the type of profit you desire. You don't even know. But if you start investing in other people's businesses now, especially businesses that already have track record, then it's almost certain that you are going to get your passive income when you reach your retirement age and you want to start enjoying this money more. But ideally, you should even start enjoying that money before you get to your retirement age. If you start building your stocks now, if you start investing in real estate, if you start putting money into federal government savings bond, if you start putting money into a micro pension or private pension, the better for you. Follow me for more information on this channel. And please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel.